And just to touch on briefly, because I'm a wrestling fan, so I just want to talk briefly WWE, AEW. I mean, the Bloodline, the biggest story out there at the moment. I mean, what has been the impressive thing this year in terms of like storylines within WWE? It has to be the Bloodline, right?
Of course. It's the biggest moment in wrestling, in pro wrestling. It's almost turned into like dramatic like scenes.
Yeah.
Like Roman Reigns is on his knees crying the other night.
Yeah.
What acting class did he go to for that? It was so
Tears
good.
coming out of his eyes.
Actual tears.
Can you just cry on command?
It's crazy, man. I don't know if he's doing Meisner or some kind of super acting technique, but it's the best thing in wrestling since I've been alive, dude. Like, maybe it's not the pop that you would get with a Stone Cold, and it's at least in the last 20 years, it's the best storyline running. But LA Knight is my guy.
I was just going to say about LA Knight because,
I met him. You know this?
Oh, no, I did not.
I met him. So we were at Creator Class this year.
Okay.
John Morrison or John Hennigan obviously fought.
Yes.
After party we didn't get to stay around too long, but I was walking through, and of course I see him. Damian Priest was there. Damian's got that, hey, brother.
Yeah. He's very deep with his voice as well.
40 years old? I didn't know that. He's 40 years old. So
he doesn't look it.
People talk about him. It's funny. Damian Priest can win Money in the Bank because he's marketable. He's the same age as LA Knight.
Yeah.
Give the man the fucking briefcase. But I did meet him, and he was such a nice guy, super sweet, and I try not to take too much of his time, but I was like, hey, man, I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
I gave him a on the way out. I was like, all right, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just walked out.
Do you think that Cody Rhodes will finally finish the story? Because, I mean, there's rumors of it being WrestleMania 40 to get to there, but then you've also got Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns potentially at SummerSlam. So where do you see that going in terms of the storyline? Obviously, potentially with Solo Sikoa maybe like turning on Roman. So where do you see that?
They're teasing a lot right now, and they need, in my opinion, they got to slow. It's crazy to say this, they got to slow it down a bit because you're throwing a lot of things at people at once, right? Jay's not going to win that belt, in my opinion. It's not what you do. If you were going to do that, you would have put it on Sammy, right? Because you're not going to have Jay as a single. Yeah, okay, Jimmy's out for a little bit, but it's just to serve the story. He's not hurt. So it's got to be Cody. He's got to finish the story. And if you want to really tie that in, the whole bloodline, you maybe have Solo turn, but then you have Roman get on the phone and call Jacob Fatu and say, hey, buddy, MLW, I don't care what the money is. Bring Jacob Fatu in, and I got another hitter.
Okay.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
And that's how you continue that bloodline story without the belt, right? You get it off him, get it to Cody, Solo versus Roman one-on-one, but he evens the odds with Jacob Fatu. That's what I think.
What do you think has been the match of the year so far for you?
Match of the year has definitely been, I mean, you could either say it's two, in my opinion. You have MJF, CM Punk. Is that this year? CM Punk, MJF, earlier this year, right?
No, I think it was 2022, I think it was.
It's still in my head. MJF, CM Punk is the best match I've seen for the last 2 years. Right. I just love that match. On the WWE side, I mean, anything with Cody and Brock has been entertaining to me for whatever reason. I liked it more.
Obviously, they'll have the rubber match at SummerSlam.
Exactly, and I think that one's going to be massive. But I would have said Cody and Roman, but it's more the moment with that versus the match.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say Cody and Brock, man. I love, again, it maybe is not the match so much as I just love the storyline.